Welcome everybody, welcome to Homestead Heart. And today I wanted to give y'all an update on this chicken feed. As you remember, several days ago we did a video on fermenting the chicken feed to make it go further so that, number one, it will save us money and our chickens are able to eat even more, right? Just from the fermenting process. So I got to tell you, we've been doing this for several days. And so far, I love it. I really love it. The chickens seem to love it. And I'm going to be honest, when we were feed our chickens throughout the day, you know how they would just attack the food? They're not doing it with this feed. They're eating like they are dignified birds. So, so it seems that they are enjoying the feed as well. So let me show y'all what has happened with the feed and how we have this system set up so that we have feed available to them fermented every single day. So y'all stay tuned. So now let's look. I have this set up on a 3-day system of fermentation for the chickens. This bucket right here has already been fermenting for 3 days under a lid, of course. And I just removed the lid because I'm getting ready to feed the chickens. But as you can see, this has been sitting like this for 3 days. It doesn't stink. It does have a fermentation type of smell to it, but it doesn't stink, right? So now this bucket here has been sitting for 3 days. This bucket has been sitting for 2 days. This bucket has been sitting for 1 day. So as you can see, they are all being done a day. Well, let me say it this way. When I empty this bucket right here today, this bucket, I will wash it out. I will add the amount of feed that I'm using to feed my chickens. Then I will add water and I will move this bucket to the end of the line. Okay? So by the time I get back to this bucket, it will have sat for 3 days. So that would make this one 1, 2, and 3, if it makes sense. So that's how I'm doing this. So this one is 3 days. This one has only been sitting, like I said, for 2 days. So you can see what that's looking like, right? You can see what it's looking like. You see how it's swelling up and all of that. Now, I've reduced the amount of water. I have to mash that back on there. I've reduced the amount of water that I was using to cover the feed because I ended up with so much liquid left over. But then I realized the water doesn't have to go to waste. So what I did was I put this fermented water in this bucket right here. And I just took a water jug like this one and I just cut it off and I pour this fermented water in those little jugs. It's not their main water, right? They still have their regular water, but I put this little jug inside as well and they love it. Remember, fermented foods are good for gut health, right? So I figured, why waste the water? Why not give the water to the chickens and see if they would drink it and if they would like it? And sure enough, they love it. So I may actually continue to add more water than I need over the top of the chicken feed so that I can just use my little scoop and scoop that water off and pour it into a bucket and then just give them that water so they can have the fermented water to go with that fermented feed also, okay? So let's have a look at how this is working, how I'm feeding them, and let's look at the consistency of the feed. And so far, my chickens love it. I love it. And yes, it's working, on saving feed. For example, in case you missed the other video, for example, if I give, this is just an example, if I feed my hens that are in the barn, if I feed them a scoop of feed every day, well, what I do is, instead of filling this up with a whole scoop, I only fill it halfway. I give them a half a scoop. And that half scoop goes into the bucket. And the same for all of my birds. Whatever I feed them, I only give them half that amount and put it in the bucket and then add water. remember, I only put a half a scoop of dry feed in here for my hens that are the 4 over here, okay? So instead of giving them a half a scoop, I'm going to reach in and I'm going to give them a full scoop of feed. Look at this feed. Look at what that looks like, y'all. Look at there. Isn't that awesome? So now I'm going to reach down and grab a full scoop of feed. Look at that. Just look at that. Look at that deliciousness for them, right? So this is how I'm feeding them. And yes, it's working, y'all. So let's go over and feed them and let's have a look, okay? Okay, you all, so I want y'all to see this. How they rush out to eat, right? When it's time to feed them. Look at them. Look at how they just flood out of the gate, right? They just, hey, it's breakfast. But watch this. Watch how they are when they eat. Look at them. Let's go ahead and get that in there. I'm going to move some down here for a second. Okay. Now just look. Look at that. Look at the feed. Look at the consistency of it. That's a lot of feed when you consider soaking it. Look at how they are eating it. They're not suffering at all. Now I gotta go and get them some more. I gotta go get them some more. But just look, y'all. Now I know chickens will pretty much eat whatever you give them, just about, right? So the whole purpose for this, like I said, was to save money on the feed, to see if we can make one bag of feed last twice as long. And y'all, so far, it is really working. As you see, you know, that one scoop, it only equaled to a half a scoop of feed initially. Yeah, a half a scoop of feed is what that came out to be, that half. All right, y'all. So I would say that whole fermentation thing, it is a success. We love it, and we're going to stick with it. I just think it's a great way to be able to save on your chicken feed and to be able to make it go further. So it's like getting double the feed for the price of one bag, and so far, y'all, we are loving it. We are only down to, we normally use about a bag of feed a week. And I gotta tell you, like, it's the end of the week and we are down to a half a bag of feed. So this half a bag will last us another week. So we're getting, wow, that's amazing. We're getting one, y'all know what I mean. So one bag of feed, instead of it lasting us for 1 week, it's lasting us for 2 weeks. Yeah, that's pretty good. We are a week in and we still have a bag left. I mean, a half a bag left, right? So I think that is awesome. So next week we'll buy another bag of feed. So that's taking us down to 2 bags of chicken feed every month versus 4 bags of chicken feed every month. How can I not like that? Mr. Homestead Heart, he loves that. All right, y'all, that's going to do it today. Just wanted to give you that update on how our fermentation of the chicken feed is going. We started this on Monday. Today is Saturday. So yeah, in 2 days, we will have been doing this for a full week. Yeah, and we have enough feed to last us through until another week. So we're doing really good, y'all. So thank y'all so much for following our journey here on the homestead. Thank you all so much for watching Homestead Heart. We appreciate all of our wonderful subscribers, new and existing. Thank you all so much. And if you haven't done so already, you're new to the channel, thank you so much for coming by. Please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And also hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you'll always know when we post something new to the channel. So again, thank you all for watching. Peace and blessings to you all, and we'll see you in the next video.